Something huge is happening right now, in real time, that's completely reshaping India's massive digital economy. We're talking about a fundamental change in how millions upon millions of people are starting to shop.
Okay, so think about this for a second. What happens when you mash up the energy of a live video stream with the sheer convenience of one-click buying? Well, you get something pretty revolutionary.
Yeah, that something has a name: live commerce. And it's really that simple. It's live video meets instant shopping. It's super interactive, it's immediate, and believe me, it is totally changing the game for how people discover and buy products.
So, how did we even get here? Let's break it down. First, we'll look at the technology that really set the stage. Then, we'll get into the people who are the real force behind this trend. After that, we'll uncover the secret sauce for building trust. And finally, we'll see how this whole thing is turning shopping into pure entertainment.
All right, first up, the foundation. A revolution like this doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. The digital stage had to be set just right for it to really take off.
I mean, just think about India's digital journey over the past decade. It's been absolutely massive, right? You've got affordable smartphones in practically everyone's hands. You've got cheap, fast 4G and 5G internet pretty much everywhere. And then there are these super simple digital payment systems on top of logistics networks that can get a package to almost any doorstep. Every single one of those pieces had to be in place. They were the building blocks for live commerce to succeed on this kind of scale.
But look, tech is only half the equation. You need actual people to bring it all to life. And that's where the creators and, of course, the consumers come in. They are the real engine driving all of this.
And the scale we're talking about here is just staggering. Get this, India's creator economy is on track to be worth $2.5 billion by 2025. And these creators, they're not just making videos, they're building entire communities, and they've become incredibly powerful drivers of sales.
This is a totally different ballgame from the old way of doing things. Remember the old model? Some famous, distant celebrity on TV tells you to buy a product? Now, it's a creator you actually follow. Someone who's built a real personal connection with you. It doesn't even feel like an ad anymore. It feels like getting good advice from someone you actually trust.
And this quote just nails it, right? It feels more like a trusted friend's suggestion than a sales pitch. That's the magic. That authenticity is what cuts through all the marketing noise we're so used to. It's personal, and that right there makes all the difference.
Now, you might think this is all happening in the big metro areas. But actually, a massive chunk of this growth is coming from somewhere else entirely. Yeah, live commerce is absolutely booming in India's smaller cities and towns. And how? Well, for one, the content is in regional languages, which is huge. Plus, the hosts give this personalized guidance that really helps new shoppers feel comfortable. It's breaking down those old barriers of hesitation and opening up online shopping to a whole new audience.
So this whole idea of trust is really, really key, which brings us to our next point, the formula for trust. Because let's be honest, traditional e-commerce has always had this one giant hurdle, that feeling of, should I really buy this?
Live commerce just smashes that hesitation. First off, you see the product live, no more guessing about the size or the texture. Then you can literally ask the seller anything you want, and boom, you get an answer right away. And finally, you're not alone. You see all these other real people in the comments asking questions, buying. It's powerful social proof. It turns a lonely click into a shared, transparent conversation.
So what does all this trust actually lead to? Well, the business results are pretty amazing. For brands, it means way higher conversion rates. More people watching actually end up buying. And just as important, product returns go way, way down because people know exactly what's showing up at their door. It's a total win-win.
Okay, last but certainly not least, let's talk about what might be the masterstroke of live commerce, how it completely transforms shopping itself. We're not just talking about transactions anymore. This is about tapping into the mindset of a whole new generation of consumers.
The people driving this whole wave are India's younger shoppers. We're talking Gen Z and millennials. And for them, it's not enough to just buy stuff. They want an experience. They crave authenticity. And they love getting what they want right now. Live commerce, it's like it was perfectly designed to deliver all three.
And it does this with these super effective shoppertainment triggers. You've got limited time discounts that create that gotta have it now feeling. You've got flash sales that are almost like a game. And of course, those exclusive deals that tap right into our collective fear of missing out. Yep, FOMO. It's an exciting formula that's perfect for driving those impulse buys.
When you step back, you can see this is just the next logical step in the evolution of e-commerce in India. It started with basic websites that were plagued with doubt, then it moved to slick apps and social shopping. The next clear step? Fully interactive shoppertainment becoming the mainstream way to buy.
And really, it all boils down to this one simple idea. For Indian consumers, it's not just shopping, it's shopping as entertainment. That's the fundamental shift. It's not a chore on your to-do list anymore. It's an event you actually want to be a part of.
So that leaves us with one really big question to think about. When you see this powerful blend of technology, community, and entertainment, you have to wonder, is this deeply human and interactive model just a trend in India, or are we actually looking at the future of e-commerce everywhere?